Urfi Javed recently posted a video where she got her lip fillers removed, if I'm not wrong, and her face was like bizarrely swollen, and that ignited a lot of controversy online.
I have so many girls, 16, 17, 18, 19, coming, sitting with their mothers. I had 2 whiteheads and I applied salicylic acid. Girl, why?
Hippocrates once said, wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love for humanity. And the guest for today's discussion is a living example of the same. Born in Raipur to pediatrician mother and CA father, she saw a dream of becoming a doctor. But not just any doctor, one who deals with insecurities more often than infections. To say that she pursued her dream would definitely be an understatement, because she went after her dream of becoming a dermatologist just like a kid running after a balloon. From doing her MBBS from JNMC Belgaum, followed by her post-graduation from DY Patil University, Mumbai, to her diploma from Cardiff, UK, which is one of the top 5 universities for research. She did her practice under late Dr. Rekha Sheth, who is the pioneer of aesthetic dermatology in India. And as a huge milestone in her professional journey, in 2017, she found Skinfinity Derma with 3 more acclaimed female dermatologists. It is a one-stop solution for aesthetic dermatology, which today operates 2 state-of-the-art clinics in Noida and Gurgaon. It is a one-stop solution for all your aesthetic dermatology. From skin to hair, they treat it all with US FDA-approved technologies. In short, she is a woman who saw a dream, pursued it relentlessly, built something on her own, and today looks at complexities as a canvas. Please welcome the woman who's leading the future of skin, hair and anti-aging solutions, Dr. Ipshita Johri. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining me on the conversation.
Thank you for the very long and lovely introduction.
That was obviously well deserved. I would start with a very simple question, which would come in everybody's mind. What made you want to pursue dermatology?
So I've always been interested in aesthetics. So I've been an artist since the time I know, whether it was making rangoli or mehendi, to making paintings or artworks or crafts. And I've always been asked one single question since childhood, because being a single daughter to a pediatrician and a chartered accountant, CA banoge ya doctor bade hoke? So somewhere till my MBBS, it was just my parents almost deciding for me. But after MBBS, I saw the field of dermatology and aesthetics, wherein I thought that I can put my inner artist into use and I could actually shape faces and enhance beauty, and this is what attracted me.
Talking about the parents, as you said, your mother's a pediatrician, your father is a CA. How has been your upbringing like? Because I come from a family where my mother is a teacher, my father is into the medical business. So there's been a lot of influence like that. What was that like?
So I've always been more independent, because when your parents are both professionals, you learn to deal with most of your issues yourself, and there's always so much to look up to right at your home. So yes, I learned to do multitasking because of that. I learned to follow my dreams, and without any inhibitions. I think it has been great.
Clearly. Moving on to your studies. So you've studied both in India and in UK, as I mentioned. How has been the difference like? It was both the same degree, it was dermatology, but there's definitely a lot of difference in terms of nationalities. What was the educational differences that you spotted?
So I think studying, getting an opportunity to study in India and abroad, both has built what I am today, and it has done so much good to me. Because the Indian dermatology, if you see, it's very vast in terms of theory, even in practical, because when you study in Indian government hospitals, you have so much population, and we study almost 20,000 skin diseases. That is how many there are. So we are studying 20,000 skin diseases at a time, and we get to see a lot of them practically studying in the medical colleges because of the population of India.
Right.
Second thing, what I studied in Cardiff, UK, that opened a completely new horizon in terms of the emotional aspect of the diseases.
Oh, okay.
So the courses there were more focused on, suppose it is acne. I would actually have to ask the patient how they have suffered emotionally because of it.
Okay.
What are the social and the emotional aspects of suffering from skin diseases like eczema, psoriasis, dry skin, or even acne, which are considered very normal in Indian population, but they do take it seriously. They do take the emotional aspect of diseases very seriously. That is where I learned how to emotionally support my patients, how to know where they're coming from, and help them to identify themselves beyond their disease.
Makes sense. Now, beyond that, you have also practiced under Dr. Rekha Sheth, as I mentioned. How was that experience like? Because you just came from an understanding of the diseases to the emotional aspects of them. Now, learning under a professional, what was that like?
So that opened a completely new zone for me, a new book of aesthetics, which I never thought and I never learned during my dermatology, because in our post-graduation, when you do MD in dermatology or diplomas in dermatology in India or abroad, they basically teach you about the skin diseases.
Okay.
Not the aesthetic part of it.
Of course, yeah.
So aesthetic involves making beautiful people more beautiful.
That's such a lovely explanation of it. I love it.
And that is what I learned under Dr. Sheth. So we had patients who were more of celebrities or news anchors or TV celebs, models, aspiring actors. So these were our clients over there who were perfectly well in their well-being. They had better lifestyles. They were already living their dreams, but they also wanted to look more beautiful. They wanted a certain kind of lip, a certain kind of jawline, they wanted a certain kind of cheekbone, they wanted their skin tone to be even, they did not want big open pores on their face. Pigmentation was a big disease for them or big issue for them. They wanted better hair. They would not want to have less density on the frontal area of the hair, dark neck, dark elbow, dark knees. So these became the skin problems. So now from skin diseases, I started to recognize these skin problems. And then I learned what are the inner aspect, how to treat them intrinsically and extrinsically, both the advanced lasers and technologies that are available nowadays, and forever advancing, which helps in treating all these conditions. So this is what I learned in my aesthetics.